Hello everyone, in today's tutorial we'll see how to create this really cool broken mirror effects that you can see in here using Adobe Photoshop. And then we'll see how to apply the same effect without having to repeat the whole process again. This is actually a remake of a tutorial that I did a while ago, but I've been receiving a lot of requests for that template, so I decided to create another for you guys and make it available for download. Alright, so let's get to it. Alright, first, if you want to help support this channel, check out Envato Element and also the sponsor of this video. Envato Element is a must-have library for all creators out there. With a vast library of resources available in Envato Element, you can save time and effort and money. With their unlimited downloads of premium design and stock templates, including print templates, graphics, photos, and intros for your video too, and also royalty-free audio tracks. And to get all of these assets at once, you only need one subscription. So if Envato Elements is for you, you can get a 50% discount of an annual subscription. So instead of paying $33 for a monthly plan, you'll be paying only $16.50 per month for an annual plan. You can check them out today using the link down in the video description. Alright, so let's go ahead and open Photoshop. And then let's go to File, New. And we're gonna create a new document with an Instagram standard. So let's put 2000 pixels in the width and 2000 pixels in the height. And I will keep the resolution set to 72 and RGB in the color mode. And that is okay. Alright, next I'm gonna create a new layer. So let's click on this plus icon and let's name this image. And here we're gonna pass, or we're gonna put our image, but we're gonna put it as a smart object. So let's right click and choose convert to smart object. And then I will double click on it in here, or you can right click and choose edit contents in here. This will open a new tab, and now we can paste our image in here. So let's go and open the image that we'll be using, which is this one. So let's drag it and open it like this, and I'm gonna resize it so it will fit with the canvas of this size. Well, let me make it a little bit bigger, something like that, and I will put it down. Alright, something like that, and I will one click on this check mark, and then I can either press Ctrl S to save it, or just close this tab and make sure to press yes, so the changes will save in our smart objects. And as you can see, now we have the image in here as a smart object. Alright, now we're gonna put our texture, our mirror, broken mirror texture in here, so we can follow it and trace it with our pen tool. So let's go and open it, which is this one. I will make sure to include this texture. You'll find it down in the description below. You can download it along with this PSD. So after I resize the image to fit with the canvas, I'm just gonna drag it a little bit to the right, so we'll have a clear of these very nice broken areas in here. Alright, something like that, and I will one click on this check mark. Alright, now I will right click and I will rasterize this texture by clicking rasterize layer, because we're not gonna use, or we're not gonna apply anything on it, so it's okay to rasterize it, and we'll have a fast performance from Photoshop. Alright, now we're gonna use our pen tool to follow these cracks in here. So let's select the pen tool in here, and I'm gonna start from here, and I will show you just one, and then I will fast this video. Okay, so let's start with this one in here. So let's zoom in a little bit, and then I will make one point in here, And if you want to adjust the placements of this point, you can just press Ctrl or Command, and take this point wherever you want. So let's put it back where it was, and then I will make another point just like that, and another point in here. But this time, before I will let go, I will drag while I'm still on that point, and as you can see, this will make two handles in here. So I will just drag like this, and then by pressing Alt or Option, you can control one of these handles in here. So I will press Alt or Option, and I will take this handle and I will put it in here. And again, I can adjust this point in here by pressing Ctrl or Command and take it down. And again, by pressing Alt or Option, I can control the path of this handle in here. And what this does is allow me to continue our path without making a curve. As you can see, we have a clear angle in here. So I will do the same. I will make another point in here and I will drag, because we have a curve line in here. So when I drag, I can follow the curve of this crack in here. And again, I will adjust this handle on norm by pressing Alt or Option and move it in here. And I will make another point in here. And I will just keep going like this. Another point, and I will drag because we have this kind of curve in here. And another point in here, drag and adjust the handle. And another one and drag. As you can see, this is a very clear curve. So just click and drag, and I will make one point in here, and then I can go and close it to the first point that we made. And now we have our line, or we have our path in here. Alright, so after you finish making the path, make sure to select this path section in here. If you can't find it, just go to Window and make sure that path is checked. It's usually here next to the channels and the layers, but just in case if you can't find it, just go to Window and make sure that path is selected. Alright, so after we finish with our path, double click on this work path in here so we can rename it, and I will name it first shape. And this way we can save it, and we will have it whenever we want to use it. We can, find it in here. Alright, after that I will just one click outside of it, and this will allow me to create another path. So let's make this one in here. So I will start from here, and I will redo this line in here. Alright, so as you can see, after I finish making this second shape, I will again double click on it, and I will name it second shape, and this way we can save it in here. And again, I will one click outside of it, and I will make the other shapes. So I will move this forward, and I will see you in a second. Alright, as you can see, now I'm done creating all the shapes of this. So if I select everything, you can see that I cover all of them. And this will end up with 8 shapes that we can use for our template. So let's go back to our layers panels in here. And we need to create 8 copies of this image smart object. So let's hide this mirror texture for now. And then I'm going to create 7 of this copy of this image in here, because we already have one. So we need to create 7, and we will end up with 8. So I'm going to press Ctrl G 7 times, or Command G. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And as you can see, now we have 8 of them. And let me name this shape 1. And I will do the same for the other ones. Alright, as you can see, now we have 8 of them. So let me hide this all the 7, and we're only gonna use the shape 1 image in here. And let's actually take this path and put it right here, so we can load the selection of each shapes in here. And let me select the layers panels in here, and now we can work with the path to apply a layer mask on each layer that we have with the shapes. So let's start with shape 1. So to load the selection of each shape, you can just press Ctrl and one click on the first shape in here. As you can see, this will load the selection. And now we'll just one click on this layer mask, and as you can see, this will apply a layer mask on it. And I will do the same for the shape 2. I will make it visible, and then I will load the selection and I will apply a layer mask on it. And the same for the third, make it visible and load the third shape and apply a layer mask. And I will keep going like that. Alright, as you can see, now we have all the shapes apply as layer masks. So now we can just take this path and put it back where it was and go back to our layers in here. Alright, now we're gonna make the mirror texture visible again, and then I will change the blending mode of it to screen. And as you can see, this will create this really nice cracks in here, as you can see. Alright, now we need to adjust the replacements of each shape, so it will give us this nice broken mirror effect. Alright, so let's start with the shape 1, and make sure to unlink this link in between the layer and the layer mask by one click on it, and this will break it. So now I'm gonna press Ctrl or Command T, and this will enter the transform mode, and I will just make this a little bit bigger so we can have this effect of like the mirror is broken and showing each angle differently. Alright, so something like that, very subtle. I will keep it like this, maybe pull it up a little bit and press enter. And I will do the same for the second shape. I will select it and unlink the link between the layer and the layer mask, and I will make sure that I'm selecting the layer itself, and I will press Ctrl or Command T, and again I will make it a little bit bigger, and this time I think I will put it down a little bit, and I will move it to the right just a little bit, or maybe it's even bigger like that. Alright, and I will one click on this check mark, and again I will go to the shape 3, and again I will unlink the link in between the layer and the layer mask, and I will press Ctrl or Command T while I'm selecting the layer, and let's put this a little bit, maybe make it a little bit bigger, just like that, and move it to the left this time. Alright, and I will press enter, and I will go to the fourth one. Let's see. Alright, so let's unlink the link in between them and press Ctrl or Command T again, and let's make this a little bit smaller, put a little bit of the head in here, like that, and I will press enter. And again for the fifth shape, unlink it, press Ctrl or Command T, and this one actually is not important because it's very small, so let's keep it like that, and let's go to the 6, let's adjust it a little bit, press Ctrl or Command T, make it smaller, just like that, press enter, and again the 7th shape, unlink it, press Ctrl or Command T, and let's make it a little bit down with the size. Alright, and I will press enter, and for the last one I will do the same, and link it, and then I press Ctrl or Command T, and I will put it a little bit bigger, maybe move it to the right a little bit, just like that, and I will press enter. As you can see, we have this really nice effect of a broken mirror like that. And now we're almost done, so we're only gonna apply a little bit of adjustments, and we will apply another texture on top, and we can call this finish. Alright, so let's put everything in a group by selecting this first shape and then press shift and go up and one click on the 8 shape in here. And then I'm gonna press Ctrl or Command G, so we'll create a group and let's call this effect. Alright, now we have everything inside the group. Alright, now let's apply our texture, the other one that we'll be using, which is this one. This texture is from texturelab.org. I will make sure to put a link down for this one too. So let's open it directly to our document and then let's make it fit with the canvas. And let's press shift and make it fit. It's okay to rasterize it like that, and I will press enter. And then I will right click on this texture and I will choose rasterize layer because I want to transform it to black and white, and I don't want to keep it smart object. So let's press Ctrl or Command Shift U and this will desaturate our layer. And then I'm gonna press Ctrl or Command L and this will open the level adjustment, and I will just darken it a little bit, maybe a little bit, just like that, a little bit more, because I really like this part in here, so I want it to be a little bit dark, and we can apply a light blending mode for it so it will show. Alright, something like that, and I will press OK. Alright, so now I'm gonna change the blending mode of it to lighten, and as you can see this will show us this really nice effect in here. But I really don't like this part in here, or I wanted to maybe reduce it a little bit, so I'm gonna use the blend if option. So let's double click on our texture layer in here, and this will open the layer style dialog, and I will go to this blend if for this layer, and then by pressing Alt or Option I can break actually the blacks slider in here. By pressing Alt or Option you can break this slider, and I will put it, let me see, maybe I will put it around 110. Alright, let's see the before and after. Let's move it a little bit back. It's a little bit around 90, and I will press OK. Alright, I think it looks nice, but I want to apply this kind of crack on the top too. So I'm gonna make a copy of it by pressing Ctrl or Command J, and then I'm gonna press Ctrl or Command T to transform it, and I will right click and I will choose flip horizontal, and then I will right click again and I will choose flip vertical, and this will pull it up as you can see. Alright, I think it looks nice, but let's apply a layer mask on it, and then I will go to my gradient in here and using black as my foreground color, and also I'm using black to transparent in here. Alright, and I will just one click and drag on top in here, so we only have it affecting the top area of the image. Now the crack is not showing because we have a gray color in here, but when you have a darker color it will show, so let's just keep it like that. Alright, now I'm gonna select the mirror texture, and then I will go to adjustment and I will choose hue and saturation, and then I'm gonna take down the saturation a little bit to around -30 or -25, and then I will go back to my adjustments again, and this time I will choose levels, and I will go directly to RGB and I will choose red, and I will add a little bit of red from the dark areas in here, so a little bit 7, and then I will add a little bit of signs, just a little bit, and then I will go to the blue channel and I will add a little bit of blue, be 9 or 10, and I will add a little bit of yellow. Alright, as you can see, this will just give it a little bit of color. And we have our template ready to use. Now we're gonna apply it with another image and see what it does. So to do that, we need to make a copy of one of the shapes that we have in here. So let's take this shape 18 here and press Alt or Option and drag it on top. And we can use it as a way to edit our image. So let's delete this layer mask. And then I'm gonna put the opacity to 0%. And this way we can just double click on it and edit our image whenever we want. So let's name it Edit here. And this way we can just double click on it and edit it. So let's do that. I'm gonna double click on it and this will open the smart objects that we just created in the first place. And then we're gonna go and put another image in here. Alright, so let's go and open the other image that we'll be using for this. So let's take this one and open it in the same smart object that we created and resize it so it will fit with our canvas. Make it a little bit bigger and pull it up a little bit, and one click on this check mark, and then I will close this tab and I will make sure to press yes to save the changes for our template. And as you can see, we have the same effects applied on this image too. And that will be all. So I hope that you enjoy and you like this tutorial and this was a little bit helpful for you. If you try this, make sure to let me know on Instagram, Twitter, wherever. I have all the link down in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe and comment, and wait for more tutorials to come. And have a nice day. Thank you for watching.